Eat great and lose weight. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've noticed, a lot of my videos are tailored to the lose weight crowd. So if you are fit, I think that's awesome, and I want to help you even get more fit. But there are a lot of people, around the globe, approximately 75% of the whole entire globe is considered overweight, and approximately 38.75% of the globe is considered obese. So, and with that in mind, that's been one of my business's missions is to reduce the global obesity in half. So that's like less than 20%, but I believe we can do it. I really believe we can. I feel like it's just really getting clear and specific on, and just really helping people make a big shift. So I hope I am getting volume okay. I'm just want to double check, make sure my volume is coming across okay. Can y'all hear me okay? Let's see here, just making sure, just double checking. Volume is coming across okay. Okay. So it should be all right. Should be all right. So if there's any problem with the volume, please let me know. All right. So so when it comes to eat great, lose weight, I'm going to share with you a couple key things on because I love eating. I'm whole food, plant based, vegan, and there's just so many things you can eat and be lean and be full. That's the thing. There's so many things to consider. But if you're in that crowd that's considered feel like you're overweight, right? Then consider grabbing a pen and a paper. I'm going to share with you a couple key things right now that you can do to take action immediately towards your goals, right? So grab that pen and a paper. I'm going to show you a couple key things, right? And while we do that, while you're grabbing that pen and paper, for those of you that are interested, if you go to fit.fitness, it will take you to my website, hopefully, weight loss solutions that work, right? So you just type in the browser fit.fitness, and then it'll take you to this website, which has a longer name, but you get the idea of what's behind it. It's weight loss solutions that work, right? So I do have a few things on here. I have a couple of free things, right? Just to kind of get your feet wet. But what I found is that for most people, if they get something free, a lot of times they don't really take full advantage and actually get results. So I do encourage you, if you're interested in at all about finding out how I can assist you, please reach out to me for a complimentary consultation so we can get to know each other a little bit and I can share with you a couple key things. I have a couple key, and it's really just kind of based on how often we meet, but I feel like I have a program almost that anyone could benefit from. No matter your background, I feel like I can assist you. But in the meantime, if you just want to get your feet wet a little bit and check things out a little bit, you can check out my 7-day free program and my 21-day free program. But aside of that, text me to this number right here or fill out this form right here, and we'll get together for a complimentary phone or Zoom that we can just, I can go over everything with you, go over your goals, and just share with you how I can assist you. And it's really a lot of it, I feel, is just being accountable. A lot of people, we know what to do, but it's really just being accountable to someone that's, I imagine you and I just working together. We get together every week on the phone or Zoom every week for a year. Imagine the fitness energy I'm going to bring to you, right? So every year, if we met on the phone or a Zoom for a phone call or a Zoom every week, and we talked about your fitness goals, and real quick, let me just tell you some of the things we'll be going over, okay? Because these are some of the things right here that we'll cover in our coaching, right? So if you know someone that could benefit from this, please pass it along. This is the kind of stuff that every week, or even every other week, depending on the program that you're on, this is the kind of stuff that we do. We're going to focus on your progress tracking, diet and nutrition, exercise and physical activity, what you actually get done, your emotional and mental well-being, What sort of challenges and obstacles did you have? We go over your goals and make any adjustments as needed. We talk about your support. I'll be your support and resources, other resources. We're going to celebrate achievements, and most importantly, I feel accountability. Because like I say, a lot of times we know what to do, just a lot of times just actually following through with it. By us meeting on the phone or Zoom every week, that's a high level of accountability. Right, and then I'm going to give you feedback and adjustments, right? If you have any questions or concerns, that's how it's going to go, right? Now, let's get back to eating good and losing weight, right? Eating good and losing weight. First thing I believe is that what I wish for you is that you would have a clear, specific goal. That's really the most important thing when starting out on a fitness journey, is that you have a clear, specific goal. You know exactly what it is you want to achieve. So let's do a basic goal exercise. If I miss your comment right now, I'm having a hard time getting all the chats into one area, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever. I will respond to you. If you make a comment, I will definitely see it after I'm done with the video. So please feel free to leave a comment or a question. So the first things I believe it's important to have a clear, specific goal. So you have your pen and a paper handy. So if you could, let's do this for you. So if you could wave a realistic magic wand and you could have your body, your health, and your energy any kind of way you wanted it to be, say over the next 6 to 12 months, what would that look like for you, right? So think about that. Write that down. Write it out. Be real specific. I'm currently about 175 pounds, 6 or 7% body fat. My goal is to add muscle. I want to get up, be 185 pounds, 6 or 7% body fat. So I write that down. 185 pounds, 6 or 7% body fat. That's my specific goal. That's a basic goal. I have other goals than that, but that just shows you how specific you can be, and I want you to consider being real specific. The more specific you can be about your goal, the better. That's going to really help you mentally and also just in achieving your goal. So dial it in. Right now, you have that goal. Now what we're going to do, we're going to base, a mentor of mine once said, in any major area of life, there are only really about half a dozen things that really matter, right? And he said, so think about it. In regards to fitness, I feel like there are only really about 5 things that if you focus on those 5 things, you'll see progress in the long run. Exercise, nutrition, recovery, supplementation, and mindset. So let's briefly touch on everything, and then we'll lay into nutrition a little bit more today. Exercise in general, I feel like it's good to have some kind of muscle stimulation and some kind of cardiovascular stimulation. Imagine for a moment that you had a twin-engine airplane and you only had one engine working on the airplane, say strength conditioning. Well, it's not going to be as efficient unless you have both engines going on the airplane, strength conditioning and cardio conditioning. And that's and there's a little bit more to it than that, but in general, right? Okay, that's going to optimize exercise. Nutrition. Now, imagine for a moment that we're trying to build a 2-story house from scratch. Now, imagine if we only have half the materials necessary to build the house. How far are we going to get? So about halfway, right? So the foods that you eat on a daily basis, if you're leaving, please leave comments. I don't see all the comments at once. If you leave a comment and say hello or ask a question, I'll get back to it at the end of the video. Thank you so much. So the foods that we eat on a daily basis are like the supplies that going towards building your body, just like supplies going towards building a house. Right? So we need certain bricks, wood, cement, nails, stuff like that to build a house, and then all the things, right? It's the same thing with nutrition. We need protein and carbs and fats and micronutrients like, magnesium and calcium and vitamin D and B and all the stuff. We need these things. If we don't have them, how are we going to have the proper house? It's going to be really challenging, right? So through eating well and supplementing well, basic supplementation, we are taking in all the nutrients that we need so that we can have the ideal house that we're building, right? What house are you building? Well, you wrote it down. That's your goal. Your goal that you wrote down at the beginning of this video, your specific body fitness goal, that's your house that you're trying to build. The foods that you and I eat on a daily basis are the supplies that's either building that house or not, or building the wrong house, like an overweight house, right? So, but the proper foods will build the proper house, right? So, what kind of foods do you want? Let's think about this for a moment. Imagine for a minute we're trying to build a fire in the fireplace. Now, on one hand, we have a stack of oak wood. And on the other hand, we have a stack of paper, right? So now paper and oak wood. Now, not including, kindling and getting the fire started. But if you had to choose between the oak wood or the paper to burn in your fireplace, not including the beginning, getting it started, but if you had to choose for a basic either oak wood or paper to burn in your fireplace consistently throughout the day to have a good fire, which one would you pick and why? What do you think? Put it in the chat. What do you think? Oak wood or paper? What's going to burn longer and more consistently? The oak wood or the paper? Put it in the chat if you're open to it. It's gonna be the oak wood, right? So what the oak wood, good oak wood. What's oak wood? Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, lentils, nuts, seeds, all these things, and there's lots more things. And if you want a complimentary list of my list, I'm happy to share. Please reach out to me. Just send me a text list or something. I'll get it to you. There's all kind of good stuff, right? And so that's going to help you right there, that good food. Now, if you want to do a little bit of research on your own, there's a couple of documentaries I'll consider watching, right? Number one is The Game Changers. THE, Game Changers, right? The Game Changers. Then Forks Over Knives, just like it sounds. Forks Over Knives, right? They're both should be on Netflix and should be on YouTube and maybe some other places, right? But they're out there streaming wise, okay? So consider watching those, right? And then there are others, okay? But that'll get you out the gate, and I'd love to get your feedback after that. Recovery. So that's how we're going to eat well and lose weight and be fit. What a lot of people don't understand about fruits and vegetables and whole grains and proteins like legumes, lentils, nuts, and seeds. I just made a delicious pot of boiled peanuts with nutritional yeast and a few other goodies in it, but spices. And that's another thing. Spices really make the dishes better. So if you want your healthy dish, like a healthy mashed potato dish or something like that, a lentil pasta, put a good healthy spice on it. The spices really make it. It's going to really make it taste awesome. So consider digging into better spice on your meal, right? Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Oh, what I was trying to say was that what a lot of people underestimate is the fiber content in a whole food, plant-based vegan diet. The fiber content is really high. A lot of fitness athletes that I've talked to or read about over the years, they feel like high fiber diet really gives them that leaner, more defined. You know how the muscles have more of a defined look to them than a smoother look to them? Well, that a high fiber diet, like fruits and vegetables and whole grains and legumes, lentils, nuts, and seeds, will help you have that hardness, right? That muscle definition, not just hardness, but more defined, right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so that's nutrition. Now I'm just going to briefly touch on the last three, then we're going to wrap it up. Recovery. Sleep approximately 7.5 to 9 hours sleep a night. I've had the honor of personal training 3 neurologists, 1 neuroradiologist over the past several years. All their studies say sleep 7.5 to 9 hours sleep a night. I'm going with that until I know different. I know people say you can do less, but there's a lot to sleep science. We'll do more videos. Actually, I'm sure we'll do more content on that in the future. Let me know. Put a number 3 in the chat if you're interested in content regarding sleep and the benefits and how to do better with that. Recovery is huge. It's huge, right? So let me know about that if you're interested in that. Supplementation, there's basically 2 different categories of supplements: nutritional supplements and enhancement performance supplements. A nutritional supplement is more of like a meal replacement shake, right? Places nutrition. An enhancement performance supplement is more like something that enhances performance, like creatine or even drugs to an extent, right? In that category. And then last but not least is the mindset. And that's important, tying this back up to your initial goal. When we first started this video, if you participated full out, you wrote down your goal, right? Now go back to your goal. This will help you with your mindset. Above your goal, write this tiny little phrase down and memorize it, okay? I am happy and grateful now that I am, and then your goal, right? So like for me, I'd say, I am happy and grateful now that I am 185 pounds, 6 or 7% body fat, thick brown hair, 20/20 vision, supple skin, perfect teeth, right? And I say that, I put that out there, right? So I'm putting that energy out there because that's what I want to attract. That's what I want, right? I want those things. I want thicker hair. I want supple skin. I want perfect teeth, 20/20 vision. You say those things and that it really shapes your mindset. Look at professional athletes. Look at some of the top business performers. It's just the mental side of this game. And with the fitness, it really applies so much. I've just seen it over and over again. So I encourage you, just use this little phrase that I just shared with you. Now, if you want to take it a step further, reach out to me for that initial consultation so I can share with you about coaching. Because I can get you in, whether it's about a 4-month program, I feel confident 20 to 30 pounds. In a 12-month program, I feel confident even 80. I'd like to see even up to 100 pounds in 1 year if you have that much to lose. But on average, 6 to 10 pounds a month of just burning body fat. That's why I am the chief fat burner of my business. So I'm the CFB, right? I'm the CFB, the chief fat burner, right? So if you're interested in that, please reach out to me. Text me. My phone number is on there. Text me something. Fill out a form. Whatever it is you need to do, get a hold of me. Let's set the consultation up. That's the initial stage where we initially meet. We get to know each other, whether it's on the phone or Zoom, right? Whatever you're comfortable with. Zoom, they say it's just more interactive. So it's better you get to know the person better. So I'm open to Zoom if you're open to it. If you want to stay on a phone call, I'm open to that, right? So something to consider if you're just really ready to go to the next level. But I'm going to let you go with this, the mindset. So this is what you do every day, a couple times a day, like I do. I'm going to say it, and what you say, yours. I am happy and grateful now that I am 185 pounds, 6 or 7% body fat, thick brown hair, 20/20 vision, perfect teeth, supple skin, feeling awesome like a supple leopard, right? That's just something I say, right? It gets me in that framework of how I feel, right? What is it for you? Write down yours, say it, and then you can change it over time. I have, and I'll do it again. But that's something you can use every day that'll shape that mindset, right? Any questions on that, please let me know, right? Remember to watch those documentaries because there are so many things that's affected by our nutrition. It affects our health, it affects our environment, and it affects animals in so many ways that you can't even imagine. So on all three levels. Well, I hope that makes sense. I'm going to let you go for now, and I'll be back. All right, thanks for letting me share. Spice is nice. That's right. I see you, Mike. Spice is nice. Appreciate you being here, brother. Mike, the musical vegan. Bye for now.